So Io is one of the bigger moons going around Jupiter, and it's a lot harsher environment than Mars. So there's not much of an atmosphere. There's no like water ice. In fact, there's basically no water at all on the planet. So instead of having a colony in the middle of the map, you have a forge. What Io does have is it's got a lot of metals and raw materials. In particular, there's something called the basalt lake, which you'll see a lot of. It looks like basically a lava lake. It's liquid basalt. And what's cool about that is you can put basalt platforms on top of them, and they're buildings that produce iron, silicon, and uranium all at the same time. It doesn't produce as much as a mine would, but since you're getting three resources, it can more than make up for it.
Very cool.
And the other thing that's really unique is, since I said there's no water, well, how do you get water? Well, what you do is there is ice, but it's sulfur oxide ice. And so what that means is if you put condensers on them, you can basically get you can basically get oxygen from the ice. And then you can also put down eye collectors, which basically pick up the radiation from Jupiter and turn that into hydrogen, because Jupiter is like constantly spitting out hydrogen radiation. So you'll take the hydrogen from the ion collectors, and you'll take the oxygen from the oxide ice, and you'll combine it in a water processor to make water.
Wow.
And so it's basically the water tree is upside down compared to Mars. So it's a pretty big difference.
Well, I mean, how much of this technology? I mean, one of the things I know it's, it is a game, but how much of this technology? What's it called? With Matt Damon. Yeah, I bought it. I mean, I believe that it was pretty scientifically accurate.
Yep.
How scientifically accurate is this?
This is reasonably scientifically accurate. We've used there's a scientist who we work with on the project who works with NASA. He works specifically on the Mars HiRISE project, which is basically this satellite that goes around Mars and it takes really high-res pictures of the landscape. And so he's given us a lot of advice about what type of things we could do on Mars, on Ceres, which is one of the DLCs, and on Io. And he's the one who sort of floated this idea of kind of like the upside down water tree, that we could get hydrogen from Jupiter, we could get oxygen from the ice, and put them together. So
is this still kind of theoretical then, or is it?
Well, it's theoretical but plausible.
Gotcha.
Like it could technically work. There's there's a lot of steps to before you'd ever be able to get people onto Io. Obviously, it's got a lot of other issues. And I mean, I should say this clearly. This is not Kerbal or something, right? Like we're not trying to make an accurate simulation. You open up the patent lab and you'll see patents like perpetual motion and teleportation and
the perpetual motion machines.
Yeah. So hopefully people understand it's a little tongue in cheek, so we're not too serious about it. But there is some other stuff. Like if you play the campaign, there's these real maps of Mars and Io, which are actually very detailed. And they were designed by this scientist Kirby, and he's kind of like that's his job, is to look at Martian terrain. So he's done a really good job of that.
And just walk me through, if you can, what you want to do first. So I do know how to play, but I'm obviously not at your level. So we're gonna play against what, 2 computer players?
Yeah, we'll add 2 computer players. We'll put them on the same team with each other. And I guess we can see medium size is fine. Actually, you know what? Why don't we pick one of the
And now one of the things that a lot of people don't know, I bet, is that you write the AI for this.
Right.
Do you not?
Yeah.
So we have on this podcast, you got the AI developer of Civilization 3 and 4 and Offworld Trading Company, and then I'm the AI designer of the Galactic Civilization series. So there's a lot of AI love in our little group here.
Yeah, definitely. I like to do the AI myself, because to me AI is really just an extension of game design. And it also means that I'm not going to come up with game design ideas that I know the AI can't handle.
Yeah.
So In fact, there's a couple options in the game that, in fact, I'm turning it off right now. What's called advanced sabotage. There's a few options in the game, like the hologram, which I explicitly have said, like, we're putting this in the game, but it's just for multiplayer, because I know that they're fun, but I know the AI will never be able to handle it, so we'll just deal with it that way.
Yeah. Well, very cool. Well, I am ready now. I have to warn you because I'm not as familiar with it. So, Jupiter's Forge has two new, not race types, but two new faction types, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to describe them?
Yeah. So, and I just enabled all HQs. But by default, basically there's 6 now, and it picks 4 randomly. But since this is a stream for people who want to see the new features, I'll turn on all HQs to see how it goes. So everyone can see it. And the 2 new ones are the nomads. And they basically are oh, whoops, who is viral? Someone just joined. I thought I set this to friends only, and I don't know who viral is. Oops.
Wait, people can just replace AI?
Yeah.
This may not end well if you want to do 2-on-2?
It's fine with me if you want to give it a try.
Well, hopefully they won't embarrass us too much.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I guess I'll do my best to help you through it.
All right.
So ready up. I thought that maybe I forgot to set it to friends only. Actually, I'll make a note just to make sure that's actually working. All right. I haven't heard of either of these players, so I mean, if it was like Death Tacticus and Blues who joined, then we'd be in serious trouble. But there's a chance that these guys, and probably these guys aren't too familiar with IO anyway. All right, so
I am going to do the expansive because I do know that.
Okay, so for them, you want to make sure you're near some iron and some aluminum.
Aluminum, right?
Although you can certainly put them by the basalt platform, the basalt as well, those lava lakes. And I'm trying to find a good science spot because I love a good science spot, although I'm not really finding it on this map.
A lot of iron.
I don't want to force it, but.
An expansive HQ has been founded.
I guess there's actually a decent spot up here. It's just uses iron instead of actually anything else. The other thing is we should probably learn to specialize.
Okay.
An expansive HQ has been founded.
Okay, so I'm going to make steel. Okay, so don't worry about steel at all.
Okay.
So you should go for maybe aluminum.
All right, I'm going to...
But I'll go for some aluminum right off the bat. So I've got aluminum and steel going. If you want to get some oxygen, maybe? Oh, you didn't found near any...
I'm on...
The black market is on.
You got get that carbon that's next to you.
Yep, I see it.
And maybe put something on that basalt lake.
What do you put on basalt?
It's a basalt platform. It should be the one that's kind of sticking out weirdly.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Oh wait, it's me. Okay.
And I'm sharing my resources with you, and I
Okay.
should be able to get you plenty of
Steel.
Yeah, plenty of steel. And I'll try not to use it until something happens.
Did you already upgrade? Not yet.
Yeah, I already upgrade. I'll wait for you to upgrade next. All right.
All right. I still have 2 claims.
Okay. I'm going to try to get down some nuclear
Oh,
power.
Oh, and I'm hurting for aluminum. You're not producing any aluminum.
I have some aluminum coming in now. You should see it.
Okay. All right. I just upgraded.
HQ has been upgraded.
I may be spending some resources until I use up my claims. Oh, good, you're level 2. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Now there's some. Should I get a solar?
No, I'm going to make 2 nuclear
An
plants.
expansive HQ
So
has been
hopefully that'll do.
No, not that kind of solar. I meant the.
Oh, the ion?
solar
Yes.
condenser.
Oh, solar. I've got that. I've got some ice next to me, so don't worry about.
All right.
Don't
Ion
worry about
collector.
ice. Yeah, ion connectors would be great, especially since you're not near a lot of resources. So why don't you drop those down? If you have, do you know about the X? Holding down the X key.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very useful.
So okay, I would let's see, that will produce food or fuel, and I can just put that right on my capital here.
Right.
And let's see, it didn't. That's odd. There we go.
All right, I got my power coming online. So we should be good for power. So the main thing we're missing is, and I'll try to get some glass going when I upgrade. So we're gonna have to probably buy.
I'm gonna go
glass.
ahead and get another ion collector.
Okay, good.
So I can get them to. Should I get groups of 3 or 2 in this case?
2, 3 would probably be good. We don't want to specialize.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I have a lot of fuel.
Okay. Why don't you share it with me?
Oh, how do I do that?
See the little blue button? So you see the fuel, and then you see the money, and then you see there's like a blue bar.
Oh, yep.
If you click on that, now
did.
you're sharing it with me. So you're sharing energy with me, and you're sharing fuel with me. I'm sharing everything with you because I'm very generous.
You are very generous.
All right.
Okay, so
All right, I'm going.
money wise, we're actually doing pretty well. Food will probably keep going up. Do you want me to do do you want me to get any water condensers?
Sure. That's not a bad idea. Well, hold on a second. I have ice next to me, which I should make the water condensers because I can get free ice.
Okay.
So I would recommend. What should you get into? Actually, can you claim some silicon?
Yeah.
Claim some silicon.
Actually kind of expensive.
So claim 2 tiles of silicon.
Okay. I see it.
And then if you have an extra tile, I would actually. No, you can't build it yet. I was going to suggest.
No, I have one more claim.
Yeah, I was going to suggest a pleasure dome, but I don't think you can build it yet.
Oh, but I could build a glass. Oh, you're producing glass.
Yeah, I'm making glass now.
So I'm going to start sharing my aluminum with you.
Great.
This is a remarkably good team-based game, though. That is a. When did this feature go in? Because I haven't played a team game like this before.
It's actually always been in. Yeah,
okay.
It's decent. I like it. Definitely. I will make the pleasure dome. Oh, it's not a very good pleasure dome colony, actually. It's decent, actually. There's no habitats, which is a problem, but... Since there's no habitats, I guess I actually might as well build it next to my headquarters.
All right, I still have one more claim. And I can upgrade. So I'm going to upgrade.
HQ has been upgraded.
A new claim is available for option.
Do we buy that?
Sure.
Okay, you go ahead. You sure you want them to get it?
No, I don't want to do them all. But I'm going to do that. Oof. Well, since claims are only 4,000 on the black market, I'll let them have it. Why don't you buy a claim from the black market? See, it's only 4,500. If you need to sell resources, do it. Go for it. Make sure you're always using something from the black market. Either buy a claim or buy pirates. Good. Was that you that bought it?
Yep.
Good. All right. Now I'm gonna get some water processors down. So I'm basically using your fuel to make the water. And if you want to,
there, but you know, food. We do need some. Food.
Yeah, it's a very good idea. Why don't you put down next time you have claims? Why don't you put down some food?
I have 6 claims.
Oh, awesome. Well, make some food then.
The pleasure dome is completed. I wonder what goes on in there.
All right, I just boosted my steel, so we're going to get a ton of steel soon.
Okay. And we are really cleaning up on fuel.
Yeah.
And we have, let's see, what's another thing? We have a lot of steel, and we have a lot of glass too. Mm-hmm. Now I could use that if you want to purchase pirates, unless you want to.
Go ahead. Just make sure you buy something, either an adrenaline boost, pirates, or private claim.
All right, I just got pirate.
Good.
Why is it blinking?
It blinks if someone else bought it.
No, it looks like it. No, it's wanting me to use it. Is what it is.
Oh yeah, you got to click on it and then actually put it on the map.
Right. So
The black market
where
is
should I
online.
pirate him? Do you think, or should I hold on to it?
No, you can use it right away. See whatever they're shipping.
The patent
Yeah.
lab is
Like when you click on it, you should
Let's
see
get
the
our
lines.
science on.
Yep. Well, and I have the X's, so
Yeah. I want to get into now. Some oxygen, actually. Oxygen's looking pretty good.
Pirates. I hate those filthy bandits.
all right. I just put it on yellow. On
Okay.
Grumpy Harpy. He had a space between all of his stuff. Oh right. Let's see. All right. I just got another pirate. Let's see. Where's green? Let's see. 3. There he is. He doesn't seem to have. Oh, there we go. He doesn't have a lot. He hasn't built very much. He must be new.
Yeah, some of these players,
Expansive
I don't think,
HQ
are
has been upgraded.
particularly
Well,
experienced.
can I just hold on to that pirate till later?
Sure.
So what do I do to do that? Just right click on him, or
Hit one or the other.
there we go.
Hit escape.
Never mind. I just right clicked and
Okay, you figured it out.
Okay, back to me. So I still have 3 claims. We're making tons of money. We're kind of starting to run away with
The
the
black
game.
market
Yeah,
is
I
open
think
for
we're going to be
business.
fine here.
So we can.
You should
we'll try to be
upgrade.
gentle.
Yeah, you should focus on upgrading. Feel free to sell any resources you need to upgrade.
Well, yeah. How cheap is aluminum? So aluminum is. I still need more aluminum. Are you producing aluminum? Yeah, you are. Okay.
No, but price of aluminum is getting pretty good, so I think I might. Actually, price of uranium is really. And one of them must be consuming a lot of uranium, so I'm gonna. It just keeps climbing, so I'm gonna go ahead and claim some uranium.
Optimization center is ready. Time to start improving everything.
Okay, I'm almost there. I
An
just.
expansive HQ has been upgraded.
The space elevator is complete. Let's watch our profits climb.
Okay, we have a lot of silicone. We're not doing great on water. I have 8 claims.
Okay, I can get some more water now.
Man, steel is worth a lot.
We have a hard-to-come-by land
Yeah.
claim available to the highest bidder.
Wow, it is. Okay, I'm gonna boost my steel again. The nice thing about boosting as a scientist is it's just if you have your steel mills on iron or something, it's just pure profit. Because the boost does
I just bought an EMP, by the way.
great. Well, hit viral. He looks like he's the better one. What a boost does is it actually doubles the speed of your building. So if your building is not making money, if it's losing money, the adrenaline boost can just make you lose money twice as fast. So you have to be a little careful.
Oh god, this is gonna kill him. I feel kind of bad
No mercy.
because I just held. So if you're new to the game, if you hold down the X key, it'll actually tell you how profitable their buildings are.
Yeah.
So you can actually figure out exactly what.
Yep.
And then you can look over and see his stock price. Just
Engineers have advanced our production.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
super
just
useful.
retaliated, but it doesn't work as well against me because we have so much inventory of those things. Oh, looks
Oh,
like
he hit
he
me.
got you too.
Yep. Yeah. Well, it's a good hit. I'll admit it.
All right, so I still have 8 tiles. I'd like to put up like a pleasure dome. Let's see, electronics. Electronics is actually kind of expensive. I'm gonna buy
Chemicals look like the best, actually. Although, do you have a source of carbon?
If you have that source of carbon,
Space elevator.
If you have claims, you might want to.
So much money.
get some chemicals.
Yeah. I think it's time to start buying into one of them.
All right. Well, I am gonna build. I'm going
The
to
black market is open
get
for
some
business.
chemicals going. Let's see.
Yeah, I think I got them. You won't be able to buy a stock in time.
Which reminds me, I really need that too.
You hit the button fast enough? I got him.
Got him.
Yep. Now we're left to Grumpy Harry.
think you just generated a negative review.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right, I have
Well, he
three
should.
chemicals in 3 chemical plants together.
Okay.
Elevator. Going.
That's great. That should be making you a lot of money.
I'll
Yep.
share it with you.
Yeah, they're making 200. Wow, your farms and your all your buildings are making a lot of money. Man, it's too bad that basalt platform isn't. There weren't 2 basalt lakes next to it. So this is a lesson for next game. So you see that it's really nice to found near some basalt,
Right.
because if you had had 2 or 3 basalt tiles, you could have gotten bonuses for your platform, right? Like one platform by itself isn't going to make that much, but if there were 2 of them, you know, you get a 50% bonus for both of them.
Right.
So
I'm not going to do anything to Grumpy Harry
yeah,
because we're so far ahead of him. I don't want to, you know, this is a game that can cause rage.
sure.
Oh, we got
okay.
it.
It's like you resigned.
Oh, okay. Yay.
Oops. I forget what you have to do to. And you manage your chat to fall.
What's that?
Forgot. If you in a team game, the default chat goes to your team. I forget how.
So let's see. So after game 1, we came out. We actually did pretty well. Biggest moneymaker for you. You made a ton of money. Wow, you absolutely crushed everyone though. Your biggest moneymaker was everything. Your biggest money sink was food. Favorite sabotage was let's see. Favorite target, yeah. And let's see. Take a look at the balance sheets. I love the balance sheet stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
So I guess one thing I say is if you play again, the next thing I would encourage you to do. Well, the next thing we need to worry about probably is when we found, make sure we found on different resources, right? Like since I found it on basically iron and ice, you probably should have found it near. It doesn't even matter. Just maybe aluminum, silicon, uranium, carbon, whatever. Just something different than what I found it on.
Sure. Final money.
Oh, I forgot. We can send patents. Yeah, Zolter just reminded me we can send patents to each other in the team game now. So if I should have done that actually because I could have researched synthetic meat and sent it to you, and then your farms would have gone twice as fast.
So yeah, look at your. I'm on the stock market page of the graphs. I'm just looking at it. It's like, oh my god, he just skyrocketed there. Obviously, you're cheating using developer stuff. That is the only possible reasonable explanation.
All right. Well, I think it would be a good idea to try again against the AI because they'll be a little more consistent. And these guys were obviously fairly new players. So, and you know, basically, we're going to beat up on new players pretty easily, while at the same time we probably get crushed by good players. So, the AI is probably a good target for us.
I agree.
All right.
All right, go ahead and set up the next game.
Are you ready?
Whenever you are. Let me. I'm still trying to log. I'm trying to monitor Twitch, and it is not going well on my laptop. I don't know what to do with Twitch or my account on there. Streaming, as far as I know.
Yeah. No, I see your. Oh.
What's that?
Currently your stream. I can't see it. I just reloaded. Let me see if it's actually up or not. Okay, now I can see it. Okay, I'm going to host a lobby. Are you ready?
Yep. Let's see.
Supposedly,
see, Twitch keeps logging me off. Is my complaint?
All right. Well, it looks like my stream is going pretty good. So if people are worried about wanting a more consistent stream, they can jump over to mine.
Right. Well, I think I'm up. I'm saying Twitch is down.
Oh, just Twitch is down. I don't know.
Or I can't watch the stream. I can't tell if anyone's asking me questions.
Oh,
so
okay.
hopefully, Stardokians on the channel can help on the answer any questions.
Okay.
All right.
I'll look in to see if. Oh well, I can see your chat, so I'll let you know if anything important happens.
All right, great. So let's see. I'm joining your lobby.
Yep. All right.
I assume you're blocking other people.
I did friends only, although I thought I did that last time, but maybe I just I don't know. Maybe I forgot. All right.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
All right, and let's go. All right.
So there's New Shanghai. So do you want me to do aluminum this time, and then you do iron?
Sure. I'm going to try the elites this time, which means I need iron and iron and silicon. So I'm going to go by basalt. So I'll have the iron and the silicon taken care of. All right.
Okay.
And also I see a spot down here that's by ice. So I'm going to take that. So if you could find some aluminum and carbon, a spot that's near aluminum and carbon, that'd probably be ideal.
Okay. Looking for carbon. Carbon's always tricky. Usually, most planets. Does Io have carbon?
Yeah, it's like.
I have not found any carbon.
Yeah, there's 3 super high ones.
I found there's some in a.
A scientific HQ has been
If you go in the
found.
southeast, maybe.
Yeah, I found some.
Okay. Well, found whenever you'd like to.
All right, I'm doing aluminum.
Okay.
An
I will also do
expansive
power
HQ
because I'm adjacent to
technology
2
Okay.
geothermal. And
All right. You got aluminum taken care of then?
I have I have a lot of aluminum. I may have just
Oh, looks
and
like
then
you
I'm going to
landed on it. So claim some aluminum and claim some
Right.
carbon.
aluminum and carbon. And I'm going to share that with you
Mm-hmm.
and the aluminum as well.
Great.
An elite
Okay.
HQ has been upgraded.
Oof.
An expansive HQ has been upgraded.
I want to get good at the elites. I think there's some really interesting possibilities with them. It's just, I don't think we found them yet.
Right. All right, I'm going to go and start generating power
Okay.
as soon as I can. I just need a little bit more.
The black
I need more
market is
aluminum.
online.
It was pretty stupid to land on all the aluminum.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, it's definitely not an ideal placement.
Yeah, you want to land on like the low aluminum and then like be right next to the
A
super high.
scientific HQ has
Yeah, I
been
know. I was
upgraded.
so like, oh, 2 geothermals. I'm not sure I've ever seen that.
Oh, are you near 2 geothermals?
Yeah.
Where are they? I don't see. Oh, they're right north of you. Oh, I can barely see. Okay, yeah, definitely. You go for those 2 geothermals. That's a good idea.
Right. So I kind of got blinded by that.
Yeah.
Greed. My folly was greed.
An elite HQ has been upgraded.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna get some more steel
Now,
going.
what about silicon? Are you getting any?
I'm getting the silicon.
Okay. I probably need to. How about glass?
Glass, I'm having not gotten into yet. It's not too expensive yet, so I think we'll be all right.
Okay.
And I'm going to get some oxygen going. If you want to get into ions, that would be fine, I think.
Look at this. I am going to be generating all the power in the universe here. 2 geothermals next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing
That's
well.
going to be pretty sweet. So I'm gonna get a patent lab down, and I'll get superconductor and send it to you, and that'll. Oh, nice move by the AI.
That was. You know what I'm going to start hiring is the goon squads.
Yeah.
Because that I imagine my AI programmer tells me that the value of those 2 tiles is something astronomical, and it's going to be going for that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're definitely right. All right.
Okay, so I still have 3 claims, but I can't. There's no glass.
Yeah, we're gonna have to buy glass. I'll start making glass. One of us can start making glass the next time we upgrade. Oh wow, they're both on level 3 already. It's not bad.
Yeah, they're quite a ways ahead of us.
All right, we better buy up some glass now before it gets too expensive. All right, I got the glass I need for the upgrade.
All right, now I just need steel and aluminum.
I'll get enough.
Wait.
I'll buy up
You know
enough.
what? I need to buy more aluminum, or I need to. I'm going to get another.
The
Aluminum
patent
down.
lab
Yeah,
is
you need more than
constructed.
we don't have enough aluminum.
Let's get our science on.
Fortunately, I don't use aluminum, but I'm used to being scientific. The patents go so slow.
Another thing is that you said you're going to get ion collectors. Oh, he's just going to try to keep me from ever using that.
Oh man. Oh, he's using those are magnetic storms. They're targeting your
HQ has been
your units.
upgraded.
Man, they're level 4. It's kind of crazy.
What level did you set these guys at?
It's just normal. I mean, we should win, but all right. How do I send the pad to you? I'm trying to remember. I clicked on your base. Okay, I just sent you superconductor.
All right. What does that do again? Oh,
It
that
doubles. So you must be making insane amounts of power now. Wow, your buildings are making over 1,000 a second off of power. Oh, that looks pretty good.
All right.
An expansive HQ has
We
been
need to start
upgraded.
buying our stock.
Yeah.
Or
Are you going to be able to upgrade soon?
I did. I'm
Okay.
already at level.
Okay, make some ion collectors. Oh, good, you got the right. Okay, put a goon squad down if you can. Another one. They're going to keep hitting you because those buildings are making an insane amount of money.
Right.
Let the bidding begin.
How come it's not letting me do? Oh, I'm still waiting for.
The black market to unlock.
Yeah.
Wow, they really don't want synthetic meat. That's
So-
interesting. Uh-oh. Oh, they're by themselves.
All right. So in a minute here, I should probably be able to start doing stuff because I'll probably be able to keep collecting their crap,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that they throw at me. All right, I still have 6 claims and I can
An
upgrade, which I'm
expansive
going to do.
HQ has been upgraded.
Now I
Good.
have
Now get
11
ion collectors down. They're the best building on the board right now.
All right. Ion collectors are just something you put at your own building, right?
That's right.
Yep. And I got another. I'm just going to keep protecting that. Okay, so I am now producing a lot of fuel, which I would now share with you. It's
Good.
not.
Thank you.
And am I sharing my aluminum with you? Let me double check. Yes, I am. Wait. Shouldn't that have protected me?
Why? What happened?
Well, they did something to me, and
Scientific HQ has been upgraded.
I think they tried to do something to me. I saw ions. What is that supposed to do for them?
Did they hit your? It was a magnetic storm.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? The
The black
control water
market is open
processors
for
are really
business.
getting expensive. Do you want me to get us some water?
Yes, that's a good idea. Are you ready? I'm ready to build them now. Or do you want to build them?
Let's see, they go on ice, don't they?
Yeah. No, you can put them anywhere.
Oh, really? Okay, then.
You're going to build them?
Yeah, I have 7 claims.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm going to. Okay, so now what's left? Food. We have a lot of water coming in. We could actually do food now. Look, look at electronics.
The pleasure dome is
Yeah.
completed. I wonder what
Buy
goes
low,
on in
sell
there.
high.
Okay, I'm making chemicals. So yeah, if you want to go electronics next, that would be fine.
All right.
Uh-oh.
What?
Starting to buy into me. My debt's starting to get a little bit out of control. I'll make sure I buy up so I'm not vulnerable to a buyout. Okay. Oops.
Do they know where they got
Mobilization
lucky?
center
They got
is ready.
really lucky
Time to
because
start
No, they missed.
improving
No, they don't know.
everything.
They just have to guess. I'm having to sort of desperately sell things to try to buy up my stock before they do. All right. I need to get out of the debt.
Oh, how did that? What does that affect though? Because your stock price is really high.
My stock price is high because they've been buying into me.
Oh,
HQ has been upgraded.
Oh, good.
The
They're
engineers
selling
have
my stock.
advanced on production.
okay. We're still not doing very well on food.
So you've got
2 claims still.
you're making
Land
water.
is available
But
for
you need to share your water with me. That's the problem.
Ah,
Yeah,
There you
farms. Thank you. Farms are the next.
I still
Wow,
have 2
silicon's
claims.
doing pretty good. You still have 3 claims?
2.
2
So,
claims.
is it worth it to build only 2 farms?
Don't build
I can
farms.
still go up 1 more.
I have synthetic meat. So I should build the farms.
Congratulations.
What's the plot they got?
Because that's the only thing that's causing us to get debt. Too bad. Too bad electricity has gotten so cheap. Oh, I looks like. Man, how long does this thing get? Do I have to do something to repair it, or is it still just? Oh, it's the overloading. Ugh, that sucks.
All right, I need some farms down now. Finally, farms are becoming pretty valuable.
All right, I'm gonna put a pleasure dome near the colony.
That is a good idea.
Near
Wow, my pleasure dome is making almost 500 a second. Oops, I forgot to keep my chemical lab going. Oop. It's important because when I get my optimizations fully upgraded, I get extra claims.
Gotcha.
So I gotta make sure I keep doing that.
I'm gonna go do a power surge to purple. Let's see, where is he for? Where's his most expensive building? Oh. All right.
All right, we finally get my pleasure dome, my space elevator down.
All right.
You know, I'm gonna buy. Here, I'll help you out. I'll buy some of your stock. Just want to make sure we're reasonably well defended.
Ooh. Yeah, I need to quit messing around and buy some stock.
Do you have any extra claims?
I have 1.
Okay, I build another water processor. We're we've
All right.
fallen.
Oh,
We're
right,
negative in water, and that's because my farms are boosted, so they're making a ton of money, but they're just drinking that water up, crazy amounts. 1 more claim. Ooh, they've fallen into actually worse debt than us.
Optimization routine successful.
Yes. All right. I have. Let's see. I can still go up 1 more, but I don't have any glass. That's right. Which I'm doing okay on steel. I can probably just let me see what I can sell. I can sell some electronics.
Don't let me forget to give you geothermal borehole. Okay, I'm gonna start auto paying my debt to make sure I stay at a D.
HQ has been upgraded.
All right. I now have 6 claims. You already built the space elevator. Is that worth it for me, you think?
It's making me 400 a second, so could be reasonably. Tell you what, don't do anything yet. I'm gonna send you transparent aluminum. All right, now you've got transparent aluminum.
Whales.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm also going to send you a geothermal borehole. All right, so now that you have transparent aluminum, it should be cheap for you to make a space elevator, so go for it.
All right, and I can indeed.
Space elevator delivery. So much money.
Oh, and I can't.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You should be able to now. Ooh,
All right. That's funny because Galactic 3 Crusade has space elevators as well.
Oh, yeah? Cool.
The idea is you put them next to your starport. So you
Yeah.
can get stuff shipped. That is very.
My farms are making 500 a second. Be sure to chewing through the water, though.
The black market is online.
All right.
Oh, but they
So-
got financial instruments, so that's appropriate.
Is it worth it to put make three space elevators, or
Um,
let's see? Well, it's still building it, so I don't know.
you can only make 2 because you're expansive.
Oh, look at how much food is worth. Good God. And glass.
Yeah. It's doing pretty good. I think we got them beat. I mean, we should just
I
be able
have 5. How about I'm gonna build some glass.
Elevator going up.
to... Oh, I got him. Dang. Wow. Yeah, we ignored glass entirely. But yeah, it's a good catch because glass just totally spiked.
I just built 3
Optimization routine
films
successful.
together.
Zoltar asked, can an elite player research a patent claimed by some... That is a very good test question, Zoltar.
Question.
Huh. I'll have to check into that. I'm not sure. That's actually a reasonable exploit. An elite license patent send to teammate. There should be a way to fix that, but I may not have thought about that. Hey, does anyone in the chat remember how to chat to everyone in the team game? I've sort of forgotten how to do that.
Profits rising. The engineers have advanced our production.
Oh, you bought one of them already. What about when's my time come?
Okay, so I have licensed financial instruments from Anastasia, and it looks like I can't send it to you. So it could be that it remembers it. Actually, it keeps track of the fact that even though you have geothermal borehole, it remembers the fact that I patented it. So I think I actually fixed that because I've licensed financial instruments, and I can't send it to you. So, bravo! I actually somehow thought about that. All right, well, good job, Brad.
All right, that was fun.
Yeah,
that was very fun.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at the balance sheet and stuff. So let's see, overview. You by far had the well, not by far, but you had the highest stock price. Food was your thing. Of course, my money, that the power. I got the God start.
Oh wow, yeah, that was pretty awesome. And with superconductor, I mean, there was at one point they were both making 1,000 a second. Oh, even at the end of the game, right now they're making 1,200 a second. What we should have done? We should have, since you had that power, you should have built a hack array, and we should have just been hacking power the entire game. It would have been easily worthwhile.
Right.
Yeah. All these things always occur to me after the game's over, Like, oh yeah, that's what we should have done.
Biggest money sink was food for me. Let's see. Balance sheet. Final money. I didn't have any debt.
Yeah, because you had those.
The power.
The power goes right to pay off your debt right away.
All right, production and sales. So let's take a look. Purchased, sold. So in my case, I sold 260,000 of electricity. That's hilarious. Structures, black market. All right, I'm going to return and head to the back to the main lobby.
We've got the first two players on the Infinite Challenge.
What's that?
Have you looked at the Infinite Map Challenge?
No.
This thing I think is going to be pretty neat. It's under the single player menu. And it's like the daily challenge, except you can just keep playing as many. You can just, as soon as you beat one map, you just move on to the next one.
Oh, okay. Well, now that's for single player, right?
Yeah, that's for single player. But I think especially these first 10 or 20 maps, I think are going to be really competitive because they're the first ones you see. So I think people are going to come up with a lot of crazy strategies to get like, oh, if you do it this way, you can beat it, like 20 minutes faster. I mean, like which means 2 seconds faster. But we'll see. Like right now, the fastest time is on day 4. But it's going to be a lot lower than that by the time our best players take a look at it. And you can look at the replay also of like how these players have won it, have beat it. So I'm really looking forward to what happens with the Infinite Challenge.
So what is your favorite feature, would you say, of Jupiter's Forge? Like, in terms of like, what makes it, like when you design, a lot of people don't realize this, but you've been thinking about Offworld Trading Company for how many years? Has it been on your mind?
I mean, literally before I joined the industry. There's a really old board game called Builder I used to play, which is like kind of what got the whole thing started in my head. So yeah, it's been on for a long time, and like it just got. What really solidified it was when I played Age of Empires, because they had this building called the market, which basically is like the market in Offworld. You know, it's just that there's only 3 resources, right? So it's only not that particularly interesting, but the prices went up and down globally, and I always thought like, oh, that seems like a really cool idea. But the thing,
Mule, of course.
Yeah, and the Mule, of course, yeah. And but the thing is, like, once you get that system going, like, it's really flexible. You know, you can like really, all you have to do is like change a few of the systems, or you know, kind of the few of the relationships of the resources to each other, and then suddenly the game changes significantly. Like I still haven't processed yet, like how all of the ramifications of all the new headquarters, right? Like, you know, the elites, since they get extra claims from fully optimizing, I feel like there's a potential strategy for them to like focus on carbon early, and like I'm just gonna get carbon so I can get cheap chemicals right off the bat, and just like try to upgrade, you know, and try to get those optimizations going right off the bat. None of the other HQs would do that, so it means they're going to look at the map differently from the other HQs. So that stuff will be pretty cool.
So what would you say has been the biggest change from your original vision of the game to what actually shipped?
Oh man, I mean, when I first actually started the game, like you didn't even actually. There was a lot of things that were different. You didn't actually even have a headquarters. It was more like Railroad Tycoon, and that like you had these colonies on the map that you serviced, and you were just claiming tiles and kind of like sending ships back and forth. So that was a huge difference. And early on, it was actually more like a traditional RTS. Like all of the units were selectable, and you'd have to move it around. You actually would have to create blimp routes between your buildings. Like I kind of, again, I was still thinking more along the paradigm of Railroad Tycoon. You know, it was kind of hard for me to break out of it. So it was more like kind of this long process of leaving behind ideas from other strategy games, because you're kind of always just kind of stuck with that, right? It's hard for you to see past the type of, even though you want to make something new, it's kind of hard for you to see past the touchstones you already have for an economic game. Like another good example of that is we also, besides being an economic game, this is also an RTS. So like we inherited a lot of RTS stuff. And one of the best ideas that came into the project was actually from an artist who works for Stardock, Tom Simons. He was playing the game early on, and he suggested like, well, you know, we had this problem of like, you were like, okay, I'm gonna be the scavengers, and the game begins, but then there's no carbon, and you feel like you'd lost even before the game began, right? Because it's like, well, scavengers need carbon, there's no carbon on this map, that sucks, right?
Right. You couldn't really make, it was kind of luck of the draw.
And so his idea was like, well, why don't you just pick your headquarters after the game begins? And you know, we were all just like whoa, you know, like I can't. I'm still trying to think if there's another game that's done something like that, and I can't really think of it. But it's certainly, I mean, it was a great idea, right? It significantly improved the game, because you know, it fixed that problem. You no longer felt like you get screwed over, but it also meant that there was this whole other phase of the game where you're like looking at the map and deciding what headquarters you want to be, right? It was a really neat choice.
Right. That's a good point. So what do you want to do next with Offworld? Where are some of the next things you can see it going? I mean, so now we're on Io, right? So we started on Mars.
Yeah.
Originally we had played around with the idea of the game in fact, I still have all these all the references internally. We still just call it Mars.
Yeah, we used to call it Mars, right?
Yeah, so we weren't going to call it Offworld Training Company. It was just going to be called Mars, and then we realized that would probably not go. The lawyers would have loved that, but well, maybe not. Some lawyers would have anyway.
Yeah.
But so now we're on
Patent
IO.
lab is ready
Yeah.
to begin
Where's
research.
I mean-
The market is on.
Yeah, I mean, for the moment, I'm just happy to see what happens with the expansion. But I guess it's obvious now that we can add new locations, we can add new headquarter types. So,
I hate those filthy
there's
bandits.
a lot more places in the solar system. And, the trick is to make sure that you're able to come up with something that's interesting and different, right? Like to me, IO is interesting because the water tree is upside down, right? Like that's probably the most interesting part about it, right? And we have the series DLC, and that's different too for various reasons, right? It's different because it's got uranium and it's got diminishing resources, and so that changes how the game feels. And also the market just works a little bit differently. So like Offworlds are not as profitable. So all that changes stuff. So as long as we find something that changes up the formula significantly, it's worth doing more stuff.
That would be mean.
And the same is true for the headquarters, right? Like the elites are interesting because they're the only headquarters that really emphasizes the late game, right?
Right.
All their bonuses come late, and the
Yeah,
nomads.
basically, which makes it tough because if they have to basically survive
Yep.
until then. They're
Yeah,
kind of like
exactly.
the I'm trying to think of the equivalent, kind of like the Protoss.
Protoss,
In,
Yep.
they're a little weak at the beginning.
Yep.
But then later, but if you let them go, you're in big trouble.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. And the nomads are the most flexible because they can actually get their claims back. So they can change their mind, and it's like that's like one of the core rules. Like that's one of the things people ask for a lot. It's like, oh man, I really want to change my mind. I want to get my claims back. It sucks that I put a claim down and I can't get it back. And it's just kind of like, well, decisions have consequences, right? That's what makes the game interesting. But once you set that baseline, then it's like, well, okay, now we can break that rule with the nomads, right?
Right.
And actually, early on when we were developing the expansion, the nomads had unlimited ability to return claims, and we also found out that was just kind of crazy because you were
powerful.
yeah, I mean, beyond it also just wasn't fun, right? Like it was super powerful, so it probably needed to be nerfed, but it was also just not fun because it was like you felt like you should be constantly scanning the map and thinking about is this the optimal arrangement of tiles? Is there anything I could do that's slightly better? Where we're limiting it to basically 8, you get 8 of them over the course of the game. It means that if there's a good circumstance, you should go for it, but you shouldn't be going crazy with it, right?
Yeah. It's got to be. I mean, just in terms of balancing of all, I've never been worked with on a game where you have so many different. You have very distinct audiences for it, right? So on the one hand, you have it's all at the beginning of this. It was always easy to say, well, did you like Mule? Then you'll like this.
Right.
But on the other hand, there's also one of the things I've come to really enjoy about Offworld is that, and it wasn't really until the series update that I really came to appreciate that the excitement it is that I'm actually I'm starting to feel like I'm on another planet, so to speak. That
Sure.
Not literally, but
Right.
but that here's why we might actually go to this planet. We're not just on Mars or in the case of Io, we're not just there to be there. It's like, did you see that article where they were talking about that there's certain asteroids that were worth trillions of dollars if we were
sure.
able to mine it?
If you could actually get there, yeah. I mean, that's what's going to make space exploration actually happen. If the economics actually make sense, right? That's the only way to really pull it off.
So you got the Mule fans, then
Mhm.
you have the RTS fans because it's a pretty good, well, it's an outstanding multiplayer game,
Mhm.
and it's actually a pretty enjoyable. Not actually, but it is a very enjoyable single player game. Well, I've always been surprised at there's a couple really unique features that I haven't seen talked about in the press or broadly, but those daily, the challenges, for
the
example.
daily challenge, yeah.
Basically, you have infinite replay
Yeah.
with Offworld Training Company, and you don't see that in a lot of games like this. That normally, we as an industry, we've had kind of moved towards single player being kind of practice,
Mhm.
multiplayer, and I always thought that was a shame. And with Offroad, you introduced the concept of, hey, now I can play this game and I'm actually progressing in without having to play multiplayer. I mean, you
Yeah.
can still play multiplayer where it has a great multiplayer community,
Mhm.
but you can also get a lot out of it from a single player experience. So now you've got the mule players, you have the RTS players, and then you have the scientific, the people who appreciate it for the science part.
Yeah.
And it's and somehow it's come together and it just works. I'm always shocked at just um the not, the con- the enjoy that people come in and they start out a little skeptical sometimes, and then they go, wow, this is really this is very deep. It's a game that seems very simple when you first get into it, which is you go, oh, I think I've seen everything, and then you realize no, there is a lot to this. This is a very deep experience.
Yep. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens with the Infinite Challenge, because I think the daily challenge, Infinite Challenge are really neat, because it's also like people like playing games with other people, even if they really mostly care about single player, and so like these are a way to kind of do that in kind of like a safe environment. Like you're playing a single player game, but you get to see what the other players are doing as well, so you get a multiplayer context. And what's really neat about the Infinite Challenge is that for a lot of players, it's like, okay, I just want to play a game, right? I want to play the game, and like I think the campaign is really neat because it's replayable, it's very different, but it also is very different. So if you just like the base game, that's your favorite part of it. Okay, so you open up Offworld, and basically most RTSs have this issue. It's like, okay, I love the skirmish, I want to play. Do I just each time I go to the skirmish menu and just start up a new game? It's not really a great experience, right? Because you kind of have to make the game for yourself. Because even if you're like, oh, I have all these settings I can tweak. Well, at some point it's like it feels a little exhausting to feel like you want to like keep tricking, changing things each time just to give yourself a different experience, right? Whereas the Infinite Challenge, it's like we're basically doing that for you. Right, like each time you play, not only is it going to be a different map, it's going to be a different mix of which headquarters are available and how many players are in the game, and like whether there's a lot of resources or not many resources. Or we've also introduced the idea, which we haven't talked about at all, but the idea of like the colony classes, which we brought in from the campaign, of like there can be just sort of special rules. Like on this map, the off-road markets are more expensive, or water can't be less than $20, or
I love the fact that like you go to Io, there's no water. Oh
Right.
no, you have to create it.
Yeah.
You have to actually create the water. It's
Yep.
not even a matter of when I was talking to Michael about this. Is that you can't. There's no ice on this. So you can't. What you think is ice is really just frozen hydrogen, right?
Oxygen.
Oxygen, frozen oxygen.
Market
It's like,
is online.
no. That's not water. That's not frozen water there. So that's pretty cool, and it does lend itself to. So we're on Mars, we're on Io, and we're on Ceres in the asteroid belt. Some of the people on the Star Trek channel are saying, "Oh, we should go to Pluto." Like, what would be the? Because part of it is like, would that be a cool setting? But what would be the economic justification? I mean, to be on Pluto. I mean, that is. I don't. Pluto is very far away.
Yeah.
I mean, Jupiter's far away too, but I mean, Pluto's like, you've seen those. You've probably seen plenty of videos that show. No, Pluto is really, really far away.
Yep.
Well, cool. Well, we're pretty much at the end of our stream, unless you want to play another game.
Well, do you want to do something kind of crazy?
Sure.
All right. How about you and I play against each other?
Oh,
And
God.
I will. No, hear me out. I will play on the absolute highest difficulty level. I don't know what will happen. I'll play on the absolute highest difficulty level, and you can play on the absolute easiest difficulty level, and we'll just see what happens. What do you think?
All right, we can do that. That sounds good. Are we going to put any computer players in?
Nope. Just me versus you.
All right.
Mono. Mono.
We'll get let the spanking begin.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
The lobby's up. There's a lot of the highest level is pretty hard. Like you actually start with 0 cash, and all your buildings go slower.
Okay.
And you, on the other hand, you can mouse over if you want to. You can mouse over the difficulty, and you can see.
Oh, applicant.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what? Oh, you put that on me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that sounds good.
You get. Let's see what you get. You start with 4 shares. You get double resources. You start with $10,000. Your buildings go faster. Build are more productive. I really don't know what's going to happen.
This should be very interesting. Okay, ready when you are.
All right, hold on. I'm just writing down one thing.
Yeah, someone, how we could have how about an expansion where we land on the sun? The key is you do it at night. So you make the game mechanic. You have to get off the sun at nighttime.
Yeah.
Before daytime.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. I'm trying to think what's the best bet for me, whether I should go robotic, scientific, because I'm going to have to really worry about my debt. And I'm pretty much letting you know you're going to be founding first, because I'm going to need the starting bonus for money and the extra claims, unless you wait too long. Because if you wait long enough, it'll be no longer negative. You actually get a bonus for founding first.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to start in debt.
Right. Yeah. Right now, you should probably keep waiting, but.
An expansive HQ has been
Where
founded.
did you go? Okay. It's not too far from where I wanted to go. So I should get moving. All right, I get 4 claims. It's going to be tricky. Whew, this is going to be real tricky. I can't even afford. There's a lot I can't afford right off the bat.
An expansive HQ has been upgraded. An expansive HQ has
Oh
been
my
upgraded.
God, Jerry
An
level
expansive
3.
HQ has
What?
been upgraded.
How did you upgrade so quickly? Wow.
This difficulty seems pretty easy.
Okay. All right, well, I'll give it my best shot.
The black market is online.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm still like, I need 20 more. I'm not even close to the electronics I need to upgrade. All right. I got the electronics. I just got to wait for my. Oh boy. Wait for my steel to come in. Huh. Also, I forgot my black market stuff all starts more expensive too. Everything starts at least 6,000. Oh man. I see people in the chat. Rip Soren. I have a plan, but we'll see. First, I have to actually upgrade. Oh, I don't have any aluminum. All right, I got the aluminum I need. Quiet because like it's so slow to be a robotic, or not a robotic, but to be on Guru. I'm just sort of slowly waiting for my steel to come in. Like really use the event where the authorities hand out an extra claim. Buildings are not particularly profitable either. I know what I need to do. It's going to be expensive though. All right, I can upgrade. Some aluminum. And what else can we get? Should have found out some more resources. That would have helped. Well, it would just give me
An
uranium, which I've
expansive
already driven down the
HQ has
price
been
of anyway.
upgraded.
Level 5, huh? Well, good thing there's no level 6.
Yeah.
It's about the only thing I've got going for me. I don't think you even nearly used up all your claims, have you?
I have 17 claims.
You may not be playing optimally.
No.
Oh, this is interesting. Landslide. Alright, so this means all the mines and quarries are going to go slower. Which I guess helps me, because I'm sure you have more of them than I do. Hey, there we go. Finally. Oh. Hmm.
Let the bidding begin.
Sadly, I
So-
can't remember how to make this stuff.
You taking pity on me?
No, as in I don't know how to. Okay, I get it.
Whew, this level's hard. I wonder if this is worth it. Not too bad so far away. Aha! Level 3. Take that.
There you go.
Take that, Brad. Should we get into...
What did I do? I thought I built this.
Wow, I only got 2 claims? Man, this level sucks.
The black market is open for business.
Oh. Oh, sorry.
I'm
You got
afraid
me.
this is the end of you.
Let me check. I think the... No, robotic mules use... Someone asked in the chat. Robotic mules just use power. So my old game here was I was trying to be robotic, get the geothermal borehole, and get the bonus from that, but man, it is hard. All right, well,
Yeah,
if you...
that might have been a little bit too much. You want to do another one where it's
Sure.
not quite so extreme?
We can both... You can go up one level, I can go one down level. Down one level.
Alright.
How about that?
Yeah,
We'll
we can
follow-
do it like an optometrist. Better
Yeah.
or worse?
We'll find our sweet spot.
All right.
Did you get the Beat Soren achievement? You may already have that one. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Is that
It's in there. It's a thing. So,
huh?
the game's up.
All right. Exit game.
Although it could be that certain achievements get ignored if you're not at manager or above. So it's possible that's the situation.
So what's the level above CEO again?
Guru.
Okay.
So I was playing Guru, and you were playing applicant. So this should be a little more fair. We shall see. At some point, we'll find. Theoretically, we could find a prick like the not too hot, not too cold. That would give a good match between us. That last one was definitely not that level.
I don't like this map as much as the last one.
No, you're gonna have to commit to something.
What's that?
You're gonna have to commit to something.
Yeah. Oh shit.
An expansive HQ has been founded. An expansive HQ has been upgraded.
Here we go. No, I think should be closer. Applicant's really easy. It's been, there's been a few Steam reviews I've seen where people basically you get a negative review, say the games are really boring, and then I check in on their achievements. And I notice that they've only played the game on Applicant.
Yeah.
Which is it's just a cakewalk basically. So I don't know. There's part of me that just wants to like take that level out. Of the game.
Yeah, that was a little bit too easy because I was able to directly upgrade to.
Yeah. Yeah, I just heard it was like upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Hey, you found a pretty good spot for yourself. Oh, interesting, you went into glass early. It's not a normal. It's not a normal play, but it's actually a pretty good move because glass started really high. So, actually,
Yeah, if I can.
Actually like that play you did. All right.
An expansive HQ has been upgraded.
Oh, you bastard!
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of when the only child says, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't me." That there, Eddie Murphy or someone once said that.
Yeah.
You stop touching me.
The black market is open for business.
Right.
Uh-oh.
The black market is online.
An expansive HQ has been
Let the
upgraded.
bidding begin. Sold.
You're afraid of bidding too high, huh?
No, I just don't think there's that much value on this map.
No, we shall see.
I don't remember what's one you have to build on basalt.
Platform, basalt platform.
Yeah, but what does it do again?
It gets you uranium, iron, and silicon.
Well, that would have been useful earlier.
The black market is open for business.
Oh, I see.
The patent lab is constructed. Let's get our science on.
All right. I'll check that.
The black market is online.
Yeah, I'm definitely struggling.
Let's see here what we can do. Oh,
That was not me.
yeah,
Oh, you're
30%.
destroying all my stuff.
No, that wasn't me. That was an IO quake. Did you see this?
Oh,
The screen shake? I didn't hear any sound though. So you click on those buildings at the top.
yeah, I have to repair them all.
Yeah, you got to repair them all. It's expensive. Hey, what are you doing? Stay away from me. Oh man, how's your stock price so high? That's not fair either.
All right.
Robert recorded.
What?
Are you using the hacker array?
No.
There are 2 events, one after the other. Makes me suspicious of you.
The black market is open
Well,
for
I would be
business.
too, but crap.
That aluminum price we got under control.
You can't let them get this. Bid now before it's too late.
Well, I probably could let you get this. Unless they're really set up to take advantage of this one, so.
Congratulations.
You might be in trouble this game, Brad.
Might be. I'm definitely struggling with some of the graphics.
An expansive HQ has been upgraded.
The black market is online.
Try to extend the game longer. I feel like the longer the game goes, the less I'm going to have a disadvantage. Oop, I did that too. That's not good.
I'm confused. Oh,
What's wrong?
no, I didn't understand something.
Wow, that price of glass has really collapsed.
Yeah, that's not gone well for me.
I don't want to get out of glass. In fact, if I had the network virus, I'd hit you right now because some of your buildings are losing money.
Yeah, I see that.
All right. From the farms. Oh, I see you're D plus 2 in debt.
Yeah, I don't understand why I'm having so much trouble getting water.
No, you don't. You get 2 water processors, which is just not enough. You have you need at least a triangle water processor to support those
Yeah, I know,
farms.
but I can't find where. I don't remember where I put them. Is there a hotkey? Tell me where I put them. My previous
They
ones.
just say south of your base. They're hard to see because they're frozen right now.
Oh, I see. You just screwed me over further.
Basically.
Screw over the poor new guy.
I'm not gonna cry for you. Let's see.
Water processor needs water.
The black market is open for business.
And I don't have on auto buy or any of that good stuff.
Oh, you don't have auto supply. Oh.
Just disappointed in you.
I guess wrong. Yeah, you probably want auto supply on. That's probably.
I don't know how to do that.
If you go to player options, there's a thing you can check that basically means it's on automatically. But without doing that, if you click on one building of any, like if you click on one of your water processors, there should be an auto supply button. Let me see. It's the one with the $sign and a circle on it.
Oh, okay.
So if you click that, you want it to be green. It's pretty much always a good idea to leave that on. You only turn it off for like new players so they can, get a sense of what's going on. Oh, okay. What did I get? Carbon. Oh wow, carbon's 230, 270 bucks. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, I would say one of the hard things is that when I can't find my, like I have carbon,
Right.
but I don't remember where I built it.
If you click on your headquarters, you'll see a bunch of lines. I don't see any black lines, so.
But I'm getting carbon I thought, maybe
I don't
not.
think so. I don't see any carbon. So if you hit Q, it'll show you the lines to all like nearby carbon. Yeah, there you go. Now you're making some carbon. Stole my water processor.
Oh, you're about to buy me out.
I'm getting there.
I think I don't know if you beat me as much as the planet or the moon beat me.
Did you beat yourself? Well, you're D+4, so.
Yeah, because I mean I'm like I'm pretty far in debt. I'm losing a ton because of water, and then when I can't get the water going, because the water processor needs fuel, and I can't get the fuel going because I don't have any carbon.
Yeah,
and
that's
I can't,
the issue.
it's a very sophisticated game.
Well, you've gotten the water processors is making a ton of money from you. So just look at your stuff. One thing I noticed, if you have a single ion collector, you should probably almost always build 2 of them.
Yeah, but I can't build anymore because I can't afford the carbon.
Oh, yeah. Carbon is surprisingly important on IO just because of that, because ion collectors consume a lot of them. So I think you want to definitely claim a carbon at level 2 or level 3. I mean, generally speaking, by the time you get to level 3, you kind of want to make sure you got at least a little bit of every resource.
Right. So that's where it went all wrong for me.
That's where it all fell apart.
Yeah, that's where exactly. And then of course glass stopped being worth anything. That was pretty heavy. Did you do anything to make that happen, or is that just
no? You just produce a lot of glass. I mean, the thing is, I got transparent aluminum, so that meant I no longer needed to buy glass.
Oh.
And if I'm not buying glass, it's not going to drive the price of glass up, right?
Gotcha.
And the colony, I'm trying to look what the colony has.
And I still am not producing enough water, and it's like, how much water can I possibly need? And then,
Yeah,
that's right, because I need water processor because I don't have enough fuel.
Well, the other thing is your water processors are not adjacent to each other. You'd be making a lot more water if they were next to each other. A lot more.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was because the other ones were frozen, and I couldn't tell what was water.
Yep.
When they were frozen.
Like, it's almost worth deleting the farms just so you can get them all lined up together. But you should definitely delete your. Oh, well, now your glass stuff is actually working pretty well. It looks like they're turned off though. Are they turned off?
Yeah, I did. I turned them off because they were losing money.
Well, now they're not, so you want to turn back on. There's actually an auto off feature. That's one you should probably also turn on in the options. Which basically what it means is if your building is negative, it automatically turns off.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah.
I take it yours is already set like
yeah,
that?
mine are right now.
I see how it is. Well, you're going to be buying me out in a minute.
I'm getting there. But yeah, you definitely want to... I would definitely go in your options and turn on auto supply on and then auto off on. Let me look at the options, see what they're called. You can do it right now if you want to. You hit escape. Go to gameplay.
No, don't worry about it. Just put me out of my misery.
Yeah, auto supply on and turn off unprofitable.
Buy my own stock.
You can't buy because if you're able to buy your own stock back, then the game would just never end.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Elevator going up.
I'm getting there though. Well, actually, yeah, a decent amount of money. It's actually closer than you might think, believe it or not. Although your debt is
Insane.
insane, pretty much. Kind of forcing me to actually do this.
What's that?
Those ion collectors are making an absurd amount of money. Yeah, I'll turn off auto pay my debt. I think that's what's holding me back here.
Successful elevator shipment. Profits rising.
No, believe it or not, you're getting pretty close to being able to buy me out.
Where am I at on your thing? You're at
It's-
96%.
You're at
so-
73%.
Yeah, so you're gonna get there before me.
Yeah, I got a little sloppy here at the end. I had my farms and my process. I felt like I was just close enough I didn't have to worry about it, but there we go.
Ah,
You got 77%. So actually, I think if you got a little more practice, this difference between us would actually probably be pretty reasonable.
yeah, that was still pretty fun though, and I do like, even though when you're first playing, I can see how someone might go and feel a little frustrated, but then you go and realize it's like, it I like the interconnectedness of it because it makes it, especially with the adjacencies, and that was really what got me. Well, like I said, I really beat myself by not setting up the fuel.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't know why I didn't do that early on. I should have just done it. At one point I had so many claims. I should have just been doing that.
Yeah, you want to get at least 2 fuel down. I mean, look at fuel; it's $500. I mean, it's like the
Yeah.
most valuable resource on the map, and you can make it for free, right? You can just get it from the air. So, like, if I hit X, I see that your middle ion collector is making 956 a second.
Right.
You know, that's the best building on the map. So,
Now, did my sabotage hurt you? The one that when I got you?
which one?
Oh, I did like I threw your mutiny back at you.
So, using a mutiny, I would say I think you just hit one of my random buildings with it.
No, I went to your most profitable one.
Oh, well, okay. So, I mean, I guess that's good. But generally speaking, if you want to hit someone's profitable buildings, you want to hit them with an EMP.
Oh no, it was your mutiny. Remember,
Oh yeah, I know. But since you got a mutiny, it's probably best to save that for something that you can actually benefit from.
Right, I was stealing your fuel.
Yeah. Oh, you mean you grabbed an ion collector?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Actually, that's the reasonable. What you don't want to do is you don't want to use a mutiny on a building that requires input. Right? Like if you mutinied one of my water processors, you would have to ship fuel all the way over to my buildings before you get anything for it. Although, however, having said that, I am a scientist, so a lot of my buildings work, like, my steel mills just work automatically on basalt, or my solar condensers work on the ice. So if you mutiny those, it'll be fine. But generally speaking, if I get a mutiny, I try to save it to hit someone's a geotherm, or steal their patent lab, or steal their space elevator. Like, I think that's kind of what it's best used for.
Right. Let's see. If I go down to fuel, let's see. You sold 455,000 of fuel. I had to buy.
Pretty negative in fuel overall.
I don't know. It's I don't know what the two numbers are. There's an 83K and then a percent in parentheses at 20.
The percent is how much you auto purchased.
Oh, I gotcha.
But also,
all right.
Yeah, ultimately it's the total number that matters, the one that's not in parentheses. So yeah, you basically bought a lot more fuel than you sold. Yeah, it looks like most of your fuel probably just got used up by your ships, so you weren't able to sell very much. So yeah, you can see I made $450,000 off of fuel. So, that worked out pretty well for you.
Yeah. Do you think?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that was awesome. So let's see. Though, you never reached my stock price. That's.
Yeah, it's funny. You look at the chart and
Candy
you
buying Intel.
kind of assume that you won the game, but Yeah, basically, my the debt doesn't affect you very much at your level, whereas the debt hits me super hard at my level. So that's why my stock price got depressed.
Gotcha. Yeah, if I'm on the graph screen, if you just look at um it- the my rise, fall, and then near comeback can be traced to the price of glass.
Oh, right.
But
Yeah.
boy, did food get crazy.
Yeah, it just kept going up, 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 and I made a huge killing. At one point, I got synthetic meat, and that's when I dropped down my farms, and they were each making like 1,000 a second. So there was a period where I was just making tons of money. But the problem is, they're boosted, so they just chewed through the water. So that's what drove the water price so high, because my farms
Right.
were just it's like you can actually see it. You see where you see the price of food go up, 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 and you
Yep.
see as soon as the price of food goes down, what's happening to the price of water?
Yeah.
It's skyrocketing.
Wow. Yeah. You can actually see water had a crash midway through.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, oh yeah, you can really see fuel. Fuel. Wow. At the end there, fuel was worth the most, and chemicals.
Yep.
I was building electronics, which was doing okay, but then it had a drop. Was that you? Did you do something? Did you do something to me?
No. Did I do what to
Impacting the
you?
price?
Yeah.
What's that?
Did I do what to you?
Oh, did you use a hack array on electronics or something?
Oh no.
Gotcha.
Thinking
Well,
those
that was good,
shenanigans.
my friend.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I hope those of you who watched the spanking can had a good time too. And Off-Road Trading Company, the website is offworldgame.com, and it is also on Steam as of right now. And then I will be seeing you on Monday, and I will see the rest of you soon. All right,
Cool.
everyone. Thanks, Soren.
All
Thanks
right.
for playing.
Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching, everybody.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye.